tonight we have made it back to Monday, guys. Listen, I hope everybody has enjoyed their weekend. We have made it all the way to November 24th, guys. We are 3 days away from the Thanksgiving holiday, which is coming up on Thursday. And I'm telling you, I know I'm getting a lot of feedback in my inbox and my emails stating all the different plans that people are going to be doing on this coming week. But listen, I hope again everybody is doing good. Tonight, we're just going to have a relaxed night and we're going to just talk about a few things that has been transpiring as far as the political arena. We are going to talk about some things going on with Donald Trump and some of his policies and some things that are going to be rolled out starting in December. The first thing we're going to talk about tonight is the stimulus checks. I had brought it up on last week, and people have been flooding my inbox asking me, is it true? Is Donald Trump sending out $2,000 checks, which is called the tariff stimulus checks? And so, from my knowledge, now, I quote me if I'm wrong, but I really believe that this is something that I honestly, personally can't see. Now, they are stating that they may start rolling these things out by December, which is going to help a lot of Americans if this extra $2,000 come through. So this is something we're going to have to, look at and see, because think about it, guys. He's already taken away assistance. And so to me, it's almost like, okay, he removed food stamps for a little while. He removed EBT. He's postponing, SNAP benefits, and he's postponing rental assistance and things like that. So to me, why would he turn around and give out $2,000 stimulus checks? So it's very, very possible. I'm not saying that it's not true. A lot of media sources are saying that it could be, and if so, that would be great for the American people. But yes, guys, I decided to just get on live tonight because I wanted to at least, address a few things before we end it for tonight. It's not going to be a very, very long show, but I did want to get on here because I got a lot of feedback on Saturday as far as what we talked about, as far as the Thanksgiving holidays and things like that. But we'll talk about that a little bit later on at the end of the show. Okay. But for right now, we're going to dive deeper into the politic game. Okay. So again, stimulus. Let's think about it, guys. Now, the last stimulus check that came out was during COVID. Okay. And if I can recall, I want to say it was like that last week or that last year, that he gave out like $600, I want to say. And then he gave out like $1,200 on the second check. I think it was 2 checks, if I can recall. And so, now all of a sudden he wants to give out $2,000. I mean, I'm the type, I won't believe it until I see it. So, I mean, if it is, that's great. That would be great for the American people if they decide to do that. But if he gives out the $2,000 stimulus checks, hey, that's going to help out with a lot of people, okay? Especially during the holiday time, okay? Because, he removed a lot of benefits, and now all of a sudden he wants to give out these checks. I mean, it's very possible. I'm not saying it's not true, but we'll just have to wait and see. I'm not getting my hopes up on something like that because, like I said, he's removed so many programs this year that, to me, it's like on one hand you're taking away benefits from the American people, but then you turn around and give out this money, and it's kind of like, I feel like there's a catch somewhere, So, I mean, that's just how I see it. I might be wrong, but I really believe that, there's a catch to something, or we're going to end up paying it on another end somehow, somewhere. Okay, so that's just how I see it, guys. But anyway, guys, I'm listening in on some things in the inbox. And I want to address one of the questions that came through on Saturday. And this really made me think like, wow, I never really thought about some things. Some people think, in fact, let's go ahead and address the question that came in on Saturday. I had a young lady ask this channel, and she was stating how she feels like this is a huge setup for America. She feels like he's setting us up for failure, that whoever takes over in 2028, that he feels like it's going to be a Democrat, and that's why he's making things the way they are, so that they'll have a bad time in office. Now, that's possible. It's kind of like, if you think about it, if y'all remember back when Bush, the second Bush, came out of office, things were horrible when he left. And guess who had to clean up all that mess? President Barack Obama. Okay? I mean, when I say it was a mess, it was a mess. Okay? And I mean, the automobile industry collapsing, the housing industry was collapsing. I mean, it was so much that, I mean, it was just terrible. It was a terrible time. The stock market was crashing, right? And then you had an African American man come in out of nowhere. We never heard of him. We never seen him before. He becomes president, and he cleans up the entire mess from the second Bush, right? So now, if you think about it, Kamala and Biden handed off an economy to Donald Trump. And guess what? Now take it. It wasn't the best economy when he took it over, okay? However, now he's made the economy even worse, okay? With all the stuff that he's been doing, he has made this whole situation just worse, okay? So it's kind of like I said, if you think about when Barack Obama took office, and he had to clean up the mess from that second Bush that was in office. It was horrible. It was horrible. The stock market was crashing. The automobile industry was going belly up. The housing market, people was losing their homes back in 2008, when he took office. That's why I say history always repeats itself, if you really think about it, right? And so that's my thing. I'm just looking at what is going to happen. We really don't know what's really going to happen. All we can do is just hope and pray and believe God, because he's the only one that's in control anyway, right, at the end of the day. And I feel like he's not going to allow but so much anyway. All right. So it doesn't matter what they try to do. It's only what he allows them to do. Okay. So that's what we have to stay focused, Now, going into Thanksgiving, guys, look. Now, I'm going to make this declaration one more time. And I've said this probably 2 or 3 times already. And look, my sister went to the grocery store this past Saturday. She was going in to get rolls, okay? In fact, I have the video. And in fact, I should upload it so you can see for yourself. She's in, well, I ain't gonna tell what location she's in. But let's just say that the line was backed up. And all she had was a couple of things. She had already gotten all her groceries and all this stuff. But you know how Walmart is, guys. You got 30 lanes and 2 cash registers that are open. Okay? That's just how Walmart operates. Okay? We all know that. Okay? So 50 registers, 2 open. Okay. Now, I'm just jumping subject for right now because I have to get this out before I forget. But she was in line. And when I say the line was all the way back by the jewelry department, think about when you go to Walmart, guys, and you see where the cash register is. And normally the jewelry department is like typically right there back on the opposite side, right? That's where the line ended. Okay. And like I said, she was just in line for rolls. That's it. Okay. Maybe a couple of drinks and all of that. But if that was Saturday, guys, I'm telling you, y'all don't wait till the last minute. I can't stress it enough. Okay. If there's some things you got to get, and I'm going to say it for the last time because I'm not going to be back this week. Okay. But go ahead and get it. Okay. No later than tomorrow. Wednesday, you're really pushing it. Okay. I'm going to probably stop one more time myself just to make sure I got majority of the stuff that I need. But I want to make sure I cover everything. Okay. So we'll just have to see, guys. But also, like I said, this because of the way the economy has been going, more and more people are shopping. I even see that the traffic was a lot more built up this past weekend. Like I told y'all on Saturday, I went to go and get my car service, and everybody know I got a new car. So thank you so much for all the output. I appreciate the comments on my vehicle, and I love it. I absolutely love it, guys. But yeah, I like I said, it was backed up even for that. That people are trying to hit the road. Airports are going to be busy. Um, Hotels, you name it. Things are going to be more and more crowded this year. So just go ahead and prepare. Okay, just go ahead and prepare. Now, as far as Thanksgiving, let's talk about it. Again, 3 days away, right? What is people going to be eating? I want y'all to tell me what y'all eating. I've already told you what my dinner is going to be. Like I said, we'll have some turkey. We'll have ham. We'll have deviled eggs. We'll have mashed potatoes, collard greens, mac and cheese. We'll have stuffing. I think someone's doing a meatloaf. We're doing broccoli casserole. We'll have so much food, guys. I think my sister's even gonna pick up some fried chicken and some barbecue and coleslaw and just everything is going to be there. Okay. Of course, we're going to have all different types of desserts. We'll have our sweet potato pie, and we'll have banana pudding and cake and all types of cakes, and you name it. It's going to be off the chain. I'm going to take a picture of my plate so y'all can see it. So I might go live with the family too. Who knows? But like I said, we're gonna probably have a few extra people this year than we normally do. Probably an extra 8 people, I think, this time. So it's gonna be really, really nice. We'll all get together on Thursday. I don't go back to work until Monday, so I'll be off those 4 days straight. Thank God. Okay, because you need that extra day. Once you eat, you can't just return. I mean, you can return, but it'll be a little hard that Friday. So I mean, because hey, that food is heavy, y'all. We ain't talking about no little sandwich we eating. We eating some heavy duty plates here. Okay. So, and like I said, I'm also going to try to do a little something here too. So I always have to have a little something here, just in case. But yeah, I'm just curious to find out what everybody else is going to be eating too. Like I said, we'll do the turkey, ham, stuffing, collard greens. We'll do mashed potatoes. We'll do potato salad. We'll do deviled eggs. We'll do candy yams, string beans, broccoli casserole. I think one person's doing a meatloaf. My sister's gonna pick up some fried chicken and barbecue, and then coleslaw. Then we'll have some rolls. Honey, we can't eat all that. I mean, I'm just keeping it real. Okay, that's just how we do it. Even Christmas time, we do the exact same thing. The only difference is my aunt back home, my hometown, she cooks for the entire family. So it's gonna be pretty hefty. Now, as far as desserts, we'll do banana pudding. We'll do sweet potato pie. We'll probably have red velvet we typically do during Christmas, but we'll do a chocolate cake. We'll do a apple pie because some people don't like sweet potato pie, and banana pudding, and we might do like maybe a lemon cake or maybe a coconut cake or something like that on the side. So we'll have tons and tons and tons of food. Okay. So, but yeah, it's gonna be good, guys. I look forward to it, and I know I talk about Thanksgiving a lot because this is one of those holidays that I enjoy, especially since I've gotten older and since we've lost a lot of people in our family. I think Thanksgiving to me is better when everybody tries to get together. So now I love Christmas too. Don't get me wrong, but the older I get, the more I appreciate really both holidays, but especially Thanksgiving. Because everybody is getting together, and it's just good to spend time with each other as much as you can. That's right. But yeah, guys, I'm telling you, again, y'all hit me up in the comment section. I would love to know what y'all's menu is going to be. Okay, I've got some comments in the emails, but I would love to see some in the comment section as well. And but yeah, so we'll probably start probably around 2 o'clock on Thursday. And my sister asked me, was I going to stay overnight? I was like, I might, just so I won't have to drive right straight back home because it's about an hour and a half away. But then again, I like to be already in my bed. So I don't want to have to fight no traffic the next day because the next day is Black Friday. And also, let's talk about that. I forgot about that, y'all. Black Friday. Look, I went on YouTube and I checked out the Black Friday sales. Now they got some good specials. There's some good specials at Walmart and Best Buy and places like that. For me, like I said, I've got enough TVs and things like that. I would like to get a laptop though. I ain't gonna lie, because I do need to change out one of my laptops. So I might need to look for that. But as far as everything else for Black Friday, I mean, I'm gonna have to look at some more stores and see if there's some things that kind of catch my eye. I look through the little sales papers. They mail you the papers in the mail, and I kind of flip through them just to see if I saw anything in there. But I'm gonna tell you, most of the sales now is online. Oh yeah, honey, it's that cyber shopping. A lot of people ain't doing the doorbusters. Some people are just putting their ads in or they orders in online and having that stuff shipped right to their house. Cause y'all remember back in the day when doorbusters, oh man, people would camp out at night. People would fight each other over doll babies and TVs, and I mean, it was off the chain. People were getting killed over stuff like that, for real. I mean, because they've been sleeping all night and camping out. And the thing is, with the doorbusters back in the day, there would only be like a few of them in the store, So all those people that would stand outside, some of them would have to take rain checks. They wouldn't get that item that day. They would have to put in an order again for the order to be shipped to them later. So. But I think it was the anticipation. I think it was the excitement, and I think it's the thought of we may not see this deal ever again. So that's where that anticipation comes from, and that's why they call it doorbusters, because people will bust the door down trying to get. Some people were stampeded on, y'all. Y'all remember the lady that got killed? I think up in New York, and when the doors opened, I think it was like 6 a.m. that Friday. The doors would open and everybody would just storm. I think it was Walmart or one place. One lady got trapped. And because people stampeded on her, I think she ended up losing her life. That's what I'm saying. Honey, a doll baby or a TV, it just ain't worth your life. Now, I'm sorry. It just ain't. I understand people want to get it for their kids and stuff like that for Christmas, but with online now, it's just best to place that order online, So I'm telling you guys, it's crazy. But anyway, I know I got off the subject a little bit tonight. I know I was going to talk about the politics. But my main thing for the politics tonight was talking about the stimulus checks, because that's people have been really pressing me on that, and they said, is it true? Is it true? Is it true? I'm seeing it from a lot of news sources, and he hasn't denied it, right? However, from, like I said, from everything that's been going on, I can't see it happening. I'm not saying that it's not true, but with him removing everything and now all of a sudden he wants to give everybody money, it's like, I don't know what to believe at this point, right? So we just have to see, if it comes, that's good. If not, then it's just to build anticipation up for people. So, because I had one lady ask me in the inbox, she said, well, she thinks it's going to be rolled out before Christmas. And it could be, like I said, I'm not sure, but if it comes, that's awesome, right? That would be good for the American people, right? So, but yes, guys. So tonight, like I said, I just wanted to kind of get on here and talk with everybody before Thanksgiving, okay? And just to say, happy Thanksgiving. If I don't see everybody, and like I said, I might go live, right? Because people said, we want to see your car, we want to see your car. I did tape it on Saturday, guys. So y'all go back and look at my video, my live video. It's under lives. About me showing my car and all of that, okay? Because I got it parked in the garage right now to protect it, okay? I don't want no rain to hit it. I don't want no sun to hit it, no dirt. I just want my car to be protected. And that's why I got it in the garage as of today. It's supposed to, rain tomorrow. And I think it's supposed to rain Wednesday too. Luckily, I got all my yard work done, so I ain't got to worry about that, because I had so many leaves over the weekend, y'all. It took me a while. It took me a minute. I'll tell you, I have nothing but just trees and woods behind my house, right? We don't have no houses in front of my house. So it's trees over there too. And the leaves just be blowing in all different directions. But to be fair, in the front of my house, it's just the trees are further back, so it's not as bad. But the ones in the back, they're a little closer to the house, so all the leaves just dump right in my yard, y'all. And I'm telling you, I worked on my backyard for, I think it took me 4 hours. No lie, y'all. I mean, I had stacks of piles of just leaves, but I all up now, and it looks really, really clean back there. It's nice. And because I didn't want to be bothered this week. I knew I was going to be doing a lot of cooking and stuff like that. So that's why I went ahead and did my yard work over the weekend. Number one, it's going to be raining tomorrow. And I think it's going to rain Wednesday too. And then, of course, Wednesday night, I'm going to be cooking. So I ain't going to have time to be doing no yard. And I'm going to be traveling on Thursday, So might as well go ahead and do it while you still can. Okay, so I went ahead and got that out the way and everything. So, but yeah, y'all, I just wanted to come in on the live and wish everybody a early Thanksgiving. I'm like I said, I still may go live on Thursday while I'm driving, because people say, well, we want to see the car, we want to see it. Okay, I might do it. I said I might. I can't promise, but I might do it. Okay, so y'all can see the bells and whistles, and it's so nice, guys. Oh man, I love every bit of it. That was the best decision. Like I said, I didn't want to buy a car, but honestly, I didn't have to buy a car because I have a secondary car too. But I knew that I need something good on gas that I could, get around and not worry about any repairs or anything like that. So that's why I went ahead and bought another one. Okay, so, but all right, guys. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and leave y'all for tonight. But I wanted to get on live and say hey to everybody. Okay. If you enjoyed the content, please hit like, share, and subscribe. And also, if you can, please hit the notification bell. That way you won't miss any episodes every time I come on to YouTube. I will be back. Now, I won't be back Thursday. Well, let's see. I ain't going to say yet because I still may go live Thursday. Okay. But if I don't go live Thursday, you will see me on next Monday. Okay. A week from today. All right. Because I'm going to be with the family a lot. And that way we can talk about everything that transpired on Thanksgiving, okay? And I want to see some stories. I want to hear some stories. And again, thank y'all for everybody who has participated, everybody who has chimed in, everybody who has subscribed to my channel, and just the likes and the shares. That helps this channel grow even more. Okay? I can't thank you guys enough. Okay? All right. All right. Well, everybody enjoy the rest of your week. And like I said, if I do go live Thursday, that's if, I can't promise, then I will see. Otherwise, it will be next Monday uh, before I return. Okay. So, everybody have a great rest of your night, and I will talk with you soon. Take care. Bye bye.